News for people who can't stand the news.
Hello, I'm Tim Black. You're tuning in to News for people who can't stand the news. Happy birthday, Daniel Holtzclaw. Happy birthday, young man. Happy 29th birthday. And if there's any justice in the world, your gift for your birthday will be a guilty verdict for all of the 13 black women that you raped. You scumbag piece of garbage. See, a lot of people are not familiar with this case because, for whatever reason, the media is not talking about the white cop who raped 13 black women. I wonder why that's not a topic of conversation at your MSNBC, CNN, Fox News, HLN broadcast. But I'm going to talk about it. He was a big-time football player, college guy, Oklahoma. Well-known, well-liked. Becomes an officer 3 years ago. And then all of a sudden, these women end up getting raped on his patrol. See, Daniel Holtzclaw worked the night shift, 4 to 2 a.m. Oh, yeah, I don't know what shift that is exactly, but from 4 to 2, he would pray. He would serve and protect on the streets of Oklahoma City. 13 women allege that Daniel Holtzclaw forced them to have sex with him. Forced them. He used his position of power to force these women. Some of these women had warrants. Some of these women were former drug addicts, or just, he took advantage of women who he could take advantage of. But for whatever reason, the jury is still out on it. They are holding up on handing down a verdict. I'd also like to mention that Daniel Holtzclaw's jury, the jury in this case, oh my God, it's all white. That would be okay, I guess, if he lived in Siberia, where there's probably all white people. But see, in Oklahoma City, the population is 16% African American. So why aren't there any people of color on the jury for Daniel Holtzclaw? I'll tell you why. Because they don't want there to be black people on that jury. They want to stack that jury with people who will be sympathetic to the Claw, which is what they used to call him back in college. He's just an all-time guy. He's a good boy. Just a good old boy. Never meaning no harm. He pulled women over and forced them to give him oral sex, or he'd lock them up for traffic violations, for suspended licenses. And the defense attorney is so good at wielding this narrative that somehow a woman who has a suspended license is unbelievable in all other aspects of life. Like a woman who's been caught with marijuana is all of a sudden so tainted that she can't be trusted to tell you if a man stuck a baton between her legs and abused her. One situation here means all of this is a lie because you did this one time. That's their defense. Not that he wasn't there. GPS puts him there. In fact, 6 women came forward and they ignored it. It wasn't until a 50-year-old grandmother said, "This bastard forced me to give him head or go to jail." I wish she would have bit it off, Holtzclaw. What goes on with these juries, man? Well, we just can't be common sense. Holtzclaw is not a cover model. Holtzclaw is not a famous rapper, famous actor. Why do you think Holtzclaw was able to have consensual sex with 13 women? Come on, man. He didn't take none of these cookies. Who is he? There are men watching this video right now who haven't had 13 women in the last 2 years. But Holtzclaw had 13 women inside of 6 months. And you think that's just all consensual, right? Are we that stupid, or do we believe that these poor ghetto bunnies are just so enamored by the white boy that they would all want to blow him and stick batons up their asses? He was wearing his uniform, and he was holding over their heads that he could take their freedom. This is slave shit right here. There are 36 counts. Everything ranging from sexual assault to rape to any forms of sexual abuse. I'm not going to say all of this is a slam dunk. We had one dumb witness come to court. Ha! Thanks a lot, witness. You're giving the defense exactly what they want, a reason to say everybody else is not credible. And this jury may just fall for it. I would hope they wouldn't, but you know what? I would not be surprised if they did. We got an all-white jury for a reason. There were 3 black men in that jury pool, and the defense found reasons to dismiss all 3 of them. This is exactly what Judge Olu Stevens was talking about, how black folks tend to get tried by all-white juries and white folks tend to get tried by all-white juries. Who's trying? Who's setting it up? Who's setting it up? Who's masterminding this? Why? We know what the intentions are. Only an idiot can sit here, or someone who thinks that you're an idiot, can sit and say that the defense was not trying to formulate the best outcome for their client by stacking the jury with all white guys, 8 white men and 4 white women. You need to know what kind of city you live in, Oklahoma City residents. A city where a cop can use his badge and prey on the weakest among you. See, he didn't go to the rich areas and deal with some, housewives with husbands with shotguns and force them to give him head in the back of their pickup truck. Oh no, he's not that stupid. He waited till it got dark and he crept through the hood and find people with the tail light out. Find a little girl on her porch smoking weed. He's a scumbag. And to that guy, whoever that guy is, that friend of Daniel Holtzclaw that knew him for 10 years, called him the Claw, character witness. You do not know Daniel's inner thinkings. Just because you don't know him to be a rapist doesn't mean he couldn't have possibly raped these women. And I believe in my heart of hearts that some people know the real Daniel Holtzclaw. They know he's very much capable of this, that he's very much a deviant, that he's very much a control freak, that he has various sexual proclivities. He's a freak. But they're not coming forward because they want to hold down their boy. They want to, protect their friend. And I believe some of those people are probably on the Oklahoma City police force. And some of them are friends, and some of them may have even been acquaintances or exes of Daniel Holtzclaw. We need you to come forward. Sometimes you got to do the right thing, even if it causes hurting a friend of yours, because this guy, he needs to be put away. And I would hate to see what's going to happen if he walks. This is a horrible message, not only to black women, but to all women. If this guy walks, well, I'll update you when I know more, when the verdict comes in, and I'm going to hope that it's a verdict of guilty. I need you to subscribe to this channel immediately. Look, you're not going to get this story anywhere else. You're not going to get this on Fox News, MSNBC, CNN, HLN, none of them. All right? RT America, none of them. Subscribe here. And if they do give you the story, it's not going to be like this. No cut, no chaser. I serve it straight up every time. I'm Tim Black. Subscribe.